Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're talking about the Arizona Cardinals versus San Francisco 49ers Week 9 matchup based on analytics. Each week, I collect all of the current 2017 NFL team data in order to analyze and project potential NFL performance. And since it's a weekly collection, there will always be some variation each week in terms of the ebbs and flows of the season. However, there will always be little nuggets of truth that could become bigger nuggets of truth as the season continues. So stick around as I analyze each week's matchups based on analytics. And if you are new to the channel, all terms and definitions will be in the description. So, starting with this matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, it is important to know, trade alert. Jimmy Garoppolo, of course, was traded from the New England Patriots to the San Francisco 49ers. And as a result, Brian Hoyer is no longer the quarterback. Brian Hoyer, in fact, was scooped up by the Patriots to a pretty 3-year deal, I think was the terms of the contract. And as such, this creates a situation, a scenario where I don't really know who the starting quarterback is. They said that they're, again, based on some of the articles I've read, which you can basically, I'm just paraphrasing stuff that I've read on the internet. Could be true, could be false. That they're going to try to at least be slow with Jimmy Garoppolo. Because, again, he went from one team in the Patriots to a new team, and with less, a couple days really before the next game, they're not going to put Jimmy Garoppolo out there. I mean, I don't really think they would. So ultimately, this is going to be C.J. Beathard's game, presumably. So this is definitely going to be something interesting to watch. In terms of impacting this game, I think this is huge. Whenever you lose a quarterback, no matter how bad they are, there's a level of consistency. You know what they're going to be able to do consistently good and consistently bad. And without having that knowledge, without knowing what can be done consistently good or consistently bad with Beathard, I think that there is a lot of uncertainty in this game, definitely based on data. But let's get into it. So based on NFL stat basic comparison data, again, looking at offense, defense, and special teams, the 49ers were actually favored in this game. They had the better turnover ratio. They don't turn the football over as much as the Cardinals. They had the better offensive score percentage, surprisingly. They're able to put more points on the board than the Cardinals in that respect. Defensively speaking, the Cardinals are a little bit better. They're better at preventing points. They're better in terms of creating turnovers, but they're pretty even in that respect. But sacks are definitely on the 49ers side. But neither one of these defenses is that great. It's really all about the offense. And if Brian Hoyer had stayed on this team, I think they still would have. They would have had a good shot of winning this football game, just because of just their ability to put up points. Again, they're not amazing at putting up points, but they're better than the Cardinals in that respect. And you just kind of throw defense out the door. This actually would have been a pretty fun game if Hoyer had stayed, to be honest, because both these defenses are just not that great. Then when you look at special teams data. So things like punt return, kick return, defensive punt return and kick return. I would say punt return data definitely favors the 49ers. Kick return favors the Arizona Cardinals. Preventing punt return yardage favors the 49ers. And preventing kick return yardage favors the Arizona Cardinals. Field goal percentage favors the 49ers. Extra point percentage favors the Cardinals. And punting average favors the Cardinals. So overall, special teams is a bit of a toss-up. I do give a little bit of a hat tip towards the field goal percentage, just because of the big disparity in that. Even if your offense is terrible, if you're able to put 3 points on the board more often, you're going to win more football games, which is kind of describes this matchup. You have one team that is better at putting up overall points on the board versus another team who's not. So again, from that perspective, that's another reason why the 49ers are favored, is because of that field goal percentage issue. Now, of course, when you look at some micromanagement situations, this is the Arizona Cardinals offense versus the 49ers defense in terms of completion percentage data. I'm not going to get too much into this, but it definitely looks fairly evenly matched except for third down situations here. Then, of course, you look at the 49ers offense versus Cardinals defense. And I honestly would just kind of throw this data out because it's a new quarterback. It's a new type of, it's a new quarterback. Probably going to be Beathard in this game, and then eventually Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe maybe not 2 weeks in, but fairly soon. So we'll get a good idea of Jimmy Garoppolo. Kind of a meh sample size, really. Only having like maybe 6 full games, really. But we'll be able to have some stuff to work with. Not right now, though. But this is basically how the data looks based on, what would have happened if Brian Hoyer was in the game, basically, which definitely would have favored the Cardinals in that respect on first and second down. Then, of course, when you look at rushing down, so this is the Cardinals rushing offense versus 49ers rushing defense. In this respect, the 49ers are favored here in terms of first and second down situations. And third down is the only area where the Cardinals have actually had a pretty decent amount of success running the football. Of course, you look at the 49ers offense versus Cardinals defense when it comes to rushing. In this respect, 49ers are favored here, especially first down situations. And then everything kind of goes off a cliff in terms of second and third down situations. So, but they do have the advantage over the Cardinals when it comes to third down situations. The Cardinals have one of the worst third down defenses against the run in the NFL in terms of preventing first downs from happening. And I do think that this is going to be a factor in this game because without Brian Hoyer in there, with C.J. Beathard, I think they will rely on the running game a little bit more, and I think they will have success doing that because of how much success they've had in the past. Then, of course, you look at passing down. So this is the Cardinals passing offense versus 49ers passing defense. In this respect, the Cardinals are favored here in first down and third down situations, which I think will show that the Cardinals will have success throwing the football. I mean, that's definitely something that'll happen. Then, of course, you look at the passing downs for the 49ers. Again, data that will probably be, most likely thrown out because C.J. Beathard is going to be the guy for a little bit, and then Jimmy Garoppolo, of course. And then we'll figure out how good or bad he is based on that data. But so far, if Brian Hoyer had played, it pretty much would have favored the Cardinals, to be honest, because of how poor Brian Hoyer is on second down and third down situations. Then, of course, you look at sack rate for the Cardinals offense versus 49ers defense. In that respect, the 49ers are favored here in terms of first and second down situations. So definitely the 49ers, I think, will be able to get some sacks just because of how poor the Cardinals are in terms of preventing sacks in those situations. Then, of course, you get to the 49ers offense versus Cardinals defense in terms of sacks. And in this respect, the 49ers actually would have had the advantage. The Cardinals simply did not create a lot of sacks. Then you get interceptions. Cardinals offense versus 49ers defense. In this respect, the 49ers are favored here in terms of first down situations and third down situations. The Cardinals are the worst offense in the NFL when it comes to throwing interceptions on first down. So definitely an area that I think would have favored the 49ers in that respect. And then finally, you look at the 49ers offense versus Cardinals defense when it comes to picks. And Brian Hoyer is no longer the quarterback. And one reason why is because of issues in terms of picks on first down and third down situations overall, which of course is not very conducive to winning. You shouldn't be throwing picks on first down or third down at the rate that he has been doing it. Now, of course, my general thoughts in this game, I don't know what to think, really. I'm leaning towards Cardinals just because of the issue. The fact that the quarterback, there was so much quarterback decisions, and, you get rid of your quarterback in Brian Hoyer, and then you immediately throw C.J. Beathard into the mix, and I don't know. There's a lot of last-minute stuff to this that I think could throw the 49ers off. Now, there is a scenario where I think the Cardinals run the football, well, not the Cardinals, but the 49ers, where they run the football and they just limit C.J. Beathard and they could still grind out this game and win it. But I am leaning more towards Cardinals because of all the suddenness of this game. So again, this honestly would be a game I just would not really bet on, if you're into that sort of thing because of that. But overall, I kind of lean more towards Cardinals just because of the uncertainty, because they got rid of Brian Hoyer. And we won't really know what the 49ers are really capable of with Jimmy Garoppolo or C.J. Beathard until they get enough starts under their belt. So But ultimately, I think I got to go Cardinals here. And of course, you can follow my other work at draftcoburn@wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.